So when I was in 3rd grade, this was just a couple years, I'm dating myself now, this is just a couple years after the 1965 Armageddon from the sky. There were dozens of funnel clouds in the Fridley, Columbia Heights, and North Minneapolis area. And so that was one bullet that we basically dodged. But about 3 years later, my family and I are living in this 1-story house. We're the second owner, so it's not a haunted place by any stretch of the imagination. But it's right after my dad gets home from work, and the sun is starting to go down, and the sky literally is green. It's that sick pea soup kind of green, and the clouds are actually looking like pea soup boiling, little bubbles coming out of the clouds. And there's just that stillness in the air, that electricity that you can always tell something bad's coming. And all of us were out on our lawns. I mean, all of us, not our house. Every dad on the block. You know, they got dad radar for, you know, well, I'll just see how tough the wind is, you know. And so they're all standing out there. And then 2 blocks away at the junior high, the tornado siren hits. And this is so close, I mean, it literally vibrates the glass in our houses. So the dads stay put and they say, honey, get the kids in the basement. And all the kids go in the basement. So I was down there with my little 4-year-old brother, and we were in this unfinished basement, studs and everything, but the power was out because the storm had just kind of blown in. And so we had the pea green light through the basement windows, and we had the pea green light coming through our back screen door. And I'm huddled with my mother and my little younger brother in one little chair next to the AM radio going, funnel sighted, stay indoors. And all of a sudden I hear the back door slap shut. So I'm thinking, okay, my dad got the news and now he's coming. So I bolted to the bottom of the stairs to welcome him. And I look up, and that's not my dad. I can actually see the figure of a man, and the green light from outside is shining through him. He is filling the doorway. I can see the suggestions of the face, the shadows for the eyes, the little shadow line of a mouth, and big bulky shoulders, and nothing where his feet should have been. And that little word daddy couldn't even get out of my throat. And I ran back to my mother and latched onto her speechless. Couldn't say a thing, didn't know what was going on. She was just thinking, it's the sirens, it's the funnels. And not 3 minutes later, that back door slaps again. And now I'm hearing thump, thump, coming down the basement stairs. Thump, 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 thump. And my dad lands at the bottom. I managed to squeeze one eye open and see that it was actually him this time. And he came in and he said, I just saw a funnel. So our house wasn't haunted. It wasn't an evil spirit. My feeling was it was just somebody watching out for me so I didn't get outside and get hurt. But that's one thing that has stuck with me a very, very, very long time. And I don't try to explain it. You know, these stories are all about the unknown and the supernatural, and you know, just because they're there doesn't mean you got to put a theory into it. You know, enjoy the experience, and that's what these stories really are about. Just kind of enjoy the ride the imagination takes you on. So I appreciate you coming along on the ride tonight. Thank you very much.